Dr. Balaji Sadasivan, who's MP for Ang Mo Kio GRC, Mr. Hsien Loong, who's here as a resident, Yeo Chu Kang, SMC, MP, friends and residents of Seletar Hills East, Seletar Hills West, and Cactus Sunrise NCs. Very good evening to all of you. It is a very happy occasion for me to be back here in Seletar. I was here last year on the Cactus Sunrise side, had a very good function with them, and I'm glad this evening to have you all gathered together for this rather grand street party. Nice tent, big party, and everybody in a good mood. And as Dr. Balaji said, it's a building of the community spirit in the constituency, so that we know one another, we work with one another, we help one another to make our street better, our community better, and our country better. We are in the middle of a big economic storm. We've had a difficult year this year. The first half, particularly around January, February, it looked very, very gloomy. Then things have eased up. The second quarter, things look somewhat better. Now we've revised our growth forecast upwards. Normally when you say upwards, you mean you expected 6%, you make 8%. But this year upwards means we expected -9, now only -6. So I suppose it is better. But at least we are glad that it is not as bad as we had feared things would turn out. But it's still quite a severe year compared to anything which we have experienced. And it's still something which is not over yet, because for the second half of the year, we don't know how the economy will grow. For the next couple of years, 2010, 2011, we don't know how the world will be, the world economy will be, and therefore how that will affect us and what we can do about it. But in this sort of a situation, what we can do is to work together so that we are one team and we make our problems less rather than to make our problems more. In many countries, it's not like that, because when things get difficult, people have become unhappy, they argue over amongst themselves, the employers cannot get together with the unions, the government cannot get together with the people split up, regional factions, other groups. And so they make their problems worse because they are quarreling with one another rather than uniting to deal with the problem together. And we, I think in Singapore, have been very fortunate that we've got a population which can work together, and the government is very fortunate to have a population which understands and supports what needs to be done. And so between the employers and the unions, they work well. Between the government and the population, they work well. And very important at the ground level, between the MPs and the residents, there is good rapport and good cooperation. And so there's that basis to put together a strong Singapore to deal with these troubles. And that's why when I see streets nicely groomed, when I see gardens nicely looked after, the Community in Bloom project, and people taking pride in the neighborhood, whether you're growing herbs or plants or trees or doing Tai Chi together. These are all ways we link up with one another to make one community, regardless of race, regardless of language, regardless of religion. We are Singaporeans together. And so, even in a troubled time like this, I think we have a reason to celebrate, or perhaps celebrate is the wrong word, to rejoice that we have blessings, that we are masters of of our lives, and that with determination and hard work and a little bit of good luck, next year will be better than this year. And that's what we aim for, and that's what we commit to work together with you to deliver. So tonight I'll just make a short speech, because I think long speeches we should not do at dinners when people want to enjoy themselves. But I wish you well. I look forward to working with you to make the constituency better. If you have any ideas how to improve things, what to do, what we can build on or change, let us know, and we will take it seriously.